Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did. You make me sick. Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard, the fourth installment in the Die Hard franchise, is pretty good. It's not as good as most of the others, but it's good. It's good. I like it. It's a fun movie. Yeah, it's a good movie. Let's jump right in. Characters, I'm gonna start this like I always do. John McClane returns, and, he's just as awesome as ever. This is probably where he's most badass. I don't know about 5, but, I don't think 5 is very good. We'll get into that. But, yeah, he's awesome as ever, but, drives a truck away from a plane. Truck's like Peter and a Hunter, and it slides down, and then, it's about to explode, and so he jumps out onto an airplane, and that's spinning around because something got into like the rotor, the engine or something. So it's spinning around. The pilot ejects, so the plane's starting to go down now. And then he jumps onto a highway piece and slides down as the plane crashes into the highway and explodes. The guy, the psychic character, Matthew something. I just watched this, so I don't know, but yeah, he's a hacker dude. He's important. He's figuring stuff out, and computers. Yeah, he's there. Lucy McClane returns in this movie after not being in the second one or the third one at all. Yeah, she's a full-grown woman now, and doesn't do much except for become a damsel in distress at the end. But then, yeah, the villain. Actually, I think I'm going to talk about the villain. Kevin Smith is in this movie. Is some guy called the Warlock. His actual name is Freddy. Yeah, Kevin Smith is in a Die Hard movie. Insane, I know. But yeah, Kevin Smith is in a Die Hard movie. And then, yeah, and Kevin Smith, you either love him or you absolutely hate him. Either you think, he's kind of funny, or, he's kind of funny, yeah, I like him a little bit. Or he made Revelation and ruined your childhood, and you want to rip his lungs out. So, yeah, Kevin Smith. Masters of the Universe Revelation. People are going to hear, what Revelation? What the hell is that? Anyway, then the secondary villain, the Asian woman, Mai, I think is her name, the Mai, she's there. She fights John and falls in a car and explodes, and that's the extent of her character. Her character, be hot and die. That's it. Yo! Okay, I'm gonna continue on. Also, with her character... Yo! To go where? He can come and get it. He can come and get it. Anyway. Also, there's this really weird running gag. It's not really a running gag, but it's said twice by 2 different characters, and it's really weird. She, talks through some radios or whatever to the main protagonist guy and some cop driving a car, and she's like, she has a sexy voice, and it's like, it's really weird. It's like, well, like, one, what the hell does a sexy voice sound like? Describe a sexy voice. What does that even mean? And two, is it really that sexy sounding that two different individuals are going to be saying, very sexy sounding voice? I found that odd. But it's not like a movie ruiner. It's just a weird thing I noticed. The villain, Thomas Gabriel, he's not the best villain, but he's also not the worst. I think he's better than the guy from 2. A little bit. Not the black army guy. The colonel guy. That guy's weird. I don't like him. But yeah, but he's got, but what this villain has over any other villain in the series, he's got the coolest fucking death of them all. Yeah, he gets, so, he's got John McClane, in this, that kind of grip. I don't know why he's pointing the gun like this towards himself. That's a stupid decision, but anyway, it's like, we're gonna put on your tombstone, always at the wrong place, at the wrong time. John McClane was in this mission of, how about yippee-ki-yay, and he grabs the gun and, motherfucker, pulls the trigger, shoots through himself, the bullet goes through him into the bad guy falls, and John McClane saves the day. It's the most badass, it's the coolest villain death of them all. That's, yeah, it's coolest villain death. Anyway. Yeah, what else is good about this movie? I don't know, it's got plenty of good action set pieces. Like, the John McClane fights the Kung Fu lady in the elevator shaft on a car. So that's pretty cool. And then, she ends up falling and explosions because, whenever a car crashes onto the ground, it explodes. That's just common knowledge. It rolls over a few times and is sitting there, it rolls over a hill and then, just, stops, it explodes because that's just how cars work. You didn't know this? Cars just explode randomly. There doesn't even have to be a reason for it. They just explode. Like, you could just be driving down the road, and then you hit like a little tiny, like a rock about this size, and you're that's it, you're gone. And that's just how cars work. We haven't really, ironed that part out yet of cars, is figuring out how to not make them spontaneously combust. Anyway, I like this movie. It's not as good as any of the first 3, but it's still good. Like, the first 3 are great. This one's just good, which is still, it's not bad. That's not bad for a great franchise. See, like a different one with a decent 4. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull has a decent 4th movie. But decent compared to great just doesn't cut it. But good compared to great, I mean, that's just like, one step down? Yeah. That's decent. That's okay. Next is, well, let me get my ranking of this first. Well, it's just good, so I think a 7 out of 10 is pretty, fair. Anyway, next is A Good Day to Die Hard, and then after that, we're going to be doing John Wick. Yeah, I'm just kind of knocking out all that, and then I think it's either Lethal Weapon or Indiana Jones after that. So, kind of just a little bit of a map, and I think I've got like a whole list of movies to review, and, I'd have to check what movie to review next. But yeah, that's my movie review, Live Free or Die Hard. That is all for this time. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you next time.